today we're taking a little bit of a neighborhood tour through one of the smallest neighborhoods in Chicago, but arguably one of the most hidden gems in all of the city. And we are talking about the River West neighborhood. So if you're moving to Chicago this year and you're thinking about what neighborhoods could be good for you, well, if you're thinking about the fact that you're gonna have to commute on a daily basis, whether you're taking the expressway north or south, or maybe you're just trying to get into the city or out of the city, well, River West is one of the neighborhoods that has the most proximity and accessibility to public transportation as well as the expressway. So River West is a great neighborhood to consider. So today we're gonna dive into the neighborhood guide for River West here in Chicago. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordan Pyle and I'm your go-to Chicago real estate agent. My team and I have been servicing the city of Chicago for the last 10 years, and we'd be absolutely honored to help you with your real estate goals. So if you have any questions about moving to Chicago or perhaps moving around in Chicago, we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day, and we'd be honored to talk to you about your real estate goals and how we can help in that process. So do us a favor, just text the number on the screen, and a team member or myself will get in touch within 24 hours. Also, before you go, maybe you're not quite ready to reach out to our team to start the process, but you're wanting to familiarize yourself with all things Chicago, well, feel free to just subscribe down below in the description for our bi-weekly newsletter. Unsubscribe anytime, no obligations. This is a free value add to you, and we hope it's helpful. All right, let's get into it. So if you've been following along on the channel for a while now, but you're not yet a subscriber, well, do us a favor before you go and like the video, comment down below any questions you have, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the first to know about future videos. All right, let's get into it. All right, so as I mentioned at the start of the video, River West is one of those neighborhoods that you might not hear a lot about if you're looking and exploring into different neighborhoods in Chicago, but I feel it's a neighborhood that is definitely worth putting on the list. Like I said, if you're gonna be commuting often and if you're wanting close proximity to a lot of different neighborhoods, but a little bit off the beaten path. So today we're gonna take a deep dive into the neighborhood and we're gonna talk about a few different things such as the boundaries. We're gonna get into some stats and some data such as the population. What is the owner to renter percentage? What's the average income for the area and different things like that. Then we're gonna move into the housing section, talking a little bit about housing in River West. We're gonna cover things to do, schools, transportation, dining, and of course, we're gonna wrap up the video in a nice little bow. So hope this is valuable to you today, so let's get into the boundaries. River West is bounded roughly by the Chicago River to the east, Chicago Avenue to the north, the Kennedy Expressway to the west, and the Eisenhower Expressway to the south. So you'll see on a map, if you just type in River West in Chicago, it is a pretty small area. It's kind of like a rectangle right in between River North and then right in between the West Loop. As I mentioned, you have great proximity to 5 or 6 different neighborhoods, to the expressway, to public transportation, to some trendy cafes, some restaurants, conveniences, all the things right here in River West. Now to get into some data and some details, I just want to kind of rattle off a few of these. So the population of River West, being a very small neighborhood, is only 3,177. Median age of the population is 32, so it's a rather young population. You have total households of 1,777. Average people per household is 2. Households with children is coming in at about 10.5%. You have about 41% of River West residents that are actually living in homes that they own. And then you have 58.8, so just about 59% are actually renters. And then finally, the average household income is $136,832 annually. And the median household income comes in at $107,319. So moving to the next section, let's talk a little bit about the housing. Housing in River West reflects the neighborhood's eclectic mix of old and new, with a variety of options to suit different preferences and lifestyles. From historic brick loft buildings converted into trendy apartments to modern high-rise condominiums boasting luxury amenities, River West truly offers a diverse range of housing choices. The neighborhood is known for its industrial past, and many former warehouses and factories have been repurposed into stylish loft residences, characterized by exposed brick walls, high ceilings, and large windows offering stunning views of the city's skyline. These loft-style apartments attract young professionals and artists drawn to the neighborhood's creative vibe and proximity to the downtown. In addition to lofts, River West also features newer construction condominium buildings. I would say most of these happen to be more rental buildings with contemporary designs and upscale finishes. Its diverse housing options make a desirable destination for urban dwellers seeking an authentic Chicago experience. And one thing I want to talk about as it pertains to River West, as this has been in the news over the last 5 or so years, is you are directly west of a major development happening in the city, which is the Bally's Casino project. So the old Tribune Chicago building is now being reconverted, and that is the site and the home of the future Bally's Casino, which has been a topic of much debate, specifically for residents that own and live in the River West neighborhood. So this is basically, if you were thinking and looking at a map, you have River West, there's a big parcel right in between River West and River North, and that is right where this development is going to be. So when this proposal was happening and they were, interviewing different plans and looking at different plans on who was going to actually win the bid for the casino, Bally's ultimately came out on top, but there was a lot of speculation about how is this going to either impact in a positive or a negative way the River West and surrounding neighborhoods, such as River North and the West Loop, seeing how those are the two neighborhoods on the other side of River West and the Chicago Tribune. So in my personal opinion, the Bally's Casino, if you're owning a home in the River West neighborhood, if you hold that home for 7 to 10 years, you're gonna be glad that you did. And my reasoning behind this is, and of course there's some speculation about what could be brought in because of the casino, increased traffic, increased crime, increase of tourists in the area that aren't actually residents. And if you own a home, this could be concerning. However, on the flip side of this, home values are sure to skyrocket once the project is done. So this is a major, large-scale development. So it's not gonna be that all of this comes about within a year or two. This is probably gonna be a 5 to 7 year development process. And so if you're owning a home or thinking about buying a home today in River West, just know that if you're trying to sell that home in 2 or 3 years. Moving on to the next topic, let's talk about things to do in River West. Well, your investment might not be as strong as if you're planning to own that home for 7 to 10 years. But I do think on the other side, as I just mentioned, if you hold that property long enough, not only is it going to be a better rental opportunity should you hold on to the property, but if you go to sell that property one day, once the Bally's Casino is completed and we really get a feel for how that's going to impact the area, well, I think that home values are going to go up and to the right without a doubt. And so this is just a major project that really impacts River West directly. And there's been a lot of speculation, so I just wanted to take a few minutes and cover a couple of my thoughts on how this is going to evolve. There's no shortage of things to do in River West because it offers a vibrant mix of cultural attractions, dining experiences, and outdoor activities. River West is home to numerous art galleries showcasing works by local and international artists. You also have things such as my favorite Air Ancient Bathhouse. So this is located on Superior Street. This is basically a really nicely designed, really zenful place where you can go on date night, you can go to just blow off some steam and relax. Basically, you go into the Air Ancient Bathhouse. It is going to cost you a pretty penny. However, the experience every once in a while is definitely worth it. So they have various different cold pools, they have warm pools, they have pools filled with salt, they have multiple steam rooms, you can get massages here, you can get juices for after your session, and it's just a really cool bathhouse concept right there on Superior Street in River West. So this is one of my favorite things that I always talk about when we're talking about River West. And if you talk to anyone in Chicago that has experienced the Air Ancient Bathhouse, they'd say it's definitely something you need to try. Also, right down the street from here off of Chicago is City Church. So this is a church that a lot of people in Chicago, specifically young professionals, I find that they like to go to. This is a non-denominational church. It is an open environment that really welcomes people from all walks of life. So if you're wanting to find a church in River West, City Church is right there in your backyard. So if you're walking around in River West, you may also have an aroma that smells a little bit like hot chocolate. And this is because you have the Blommer's Chocolate Factory located just a few blocks away. So anytime you're walking around in River West and even western parts of River North, where you're going to smell something and you're going to ask yourself what it is, well, just know it's the Chocolate Factory. And in my personal opinion, it's a very pleasant smell, especially in the winter. It kind of is a cozy vibe, wraps you up like a nice warm blanket. Also, if you want to get a little bit of nature, a little bit of outdoor activities in, you can walk 5 to 10 minutes to Noble Square's Eckert Park, where they have a huge field. I think there's tennis courts there. There might even be a swimming pool. Don't quote me on that. But Eckert Park, just because River West itself is such a small neighborhood, it's not going to have these things actually in the neighborhood itself. But because of that proximity that we talked about earlier, you're only 5 to 10 minutes away, whether it be in a car or walking, from a lot of the different conveniences and attractions that you may want to visit on a daily or weekly basis. You can also take a stroll through the neighborhood streets and discover unique contemporary artworks in a variety of mediums. Just a short walk away, Fulton Market is a bustling food and entertainment district known for its trendy restaurants, bars, and nightlife venues. And if you want something fun, take advantage of the proximity to the Chicago River and enjoy outdoor activities such as kayaking, riverboat tours, or simply strolling along the Riverwalk and enjoying the scenic views. River West offers endless opportunities for entertainment, exploration, and cultural enrichment. All right, next up on the list, let's talk a little bit about schools. So River West is primarily a residential and commercial neighborhood, so it doesn't have a large number of schools within its immediate boundaries. However, River West might not have an educational institution within its immediate vicinity. Its central location provides residents with access to a wide range of schooling options, catering to different educational needs and preferences. All right, so now we're moving forward into transportation. And as I mentioned, River West is an incredible neighborhood. Whether you have a car here in Chicago or you're taking public transit, transportation is a 10 out of 10 in River West. River West benefits from its central location in Chicago, making transportation options readily accessible to residents and visitors. River West is well served by public transportation, including buses and trains operated by the CTA. The neighborhood is also within walking distance of multiple CTA bus routes, providing convenient connections to other parts of the city. As I mentioned, you can easily get to places such as River North, you can get to the Loop, you can go west to West Loop, you can even get over to West Town area, Noble Square. You're really in a great location where you can jet 5 to 10 minutes in either direction and get a feel for a lot of different neighborhoods. River West is also a very walkable neighborhood with many amenities, restaurants, shops, and attractions within easy walking distance of residential areas. Residents can enjoy strolling through the neighborhood's tree-lined streets and vibrant urban atmosphere. While River West is accessible by car, parking can be limited in some areas. However, residents who own vehicles can take advantage of street parking and parking garages located throughout the neighborhood. And as I mentioned before, if you do have a car in Chicago, and if you're gonna be commuting on a daily basis, let's just say you're going to the northwest suburbs, maybe you're going to the southwest suburbs, you are literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from the expressway. So getting to the expressway on a busy morning is going to be incredibly easy in River West. And you also, when you're coming home for the day, you're not gonna have to worry about jetting across town trying to get to your home because of the proximity to the exits and the entrances of the expressway. Okay, last but not least, let's talk a little bit about dining in River West. River West boasts a diverse and vibrant dining scene, offering a wide range of culinary experiences to suit every taste and occasion. Whether you're in the mood for a casual meal with friends, a romantic dinner for two, or a culinary adventure exploring new flavors, River West is something to delight every palate. Some of my favorites in River West are the restaurant, and I can't pronounce it, but Pocoyo Sonia, the Dawson, the Windy City Cafe, Iguana Cafe, and one of my favorite coffee shops in the entire city, Big Shoulders Coffee. So if you're moving to Chicago in 2024 and you're looking for an area such as the one I just described, well, I think River West is one of those hidden gems. It's one of those little secret treasures of the city because it's such a small neighborhood, but it really packs a lot of bang for your buck within such a small neighborhood. So I've had clients that bought homes and sold homes in River West, and they've absolutely loved living there. And so if you have any questions about moving to Chicago in 2024, and you want to explore what living in River West may look like for you, well, just do us a favor. Text the number on the screen. Team member or myself will get in touch within 24 hours so that we can set up a real estate strategy call, or at least provide a little bit more information to help you in your decision-making process. So I hope this video has been valuable. This is the deep dive neighborhood guide for the River West neighborhood in Chicago. Do us a favor, like the video, comment down below. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for being here. Peace.